Alright everybody, welcome back. Tom Zakvea back again for you for Kult of Athena. Today we have a TFW Gladius. It's got the wood cord scabbard with the black leather around it. Kind of a tough leather, not really smooth. Got the bronze accents. See, the bronze is kind of weathered because this is a blemished one. If you take a little bit of the metal glow, if you really wanted that that polished look to it, you can do that. Otherwise, you keep it kind of weathered, just how it's shown here. The loops are available for you, just like the other, like the Pika Gladius that we were reviewing before this, like a month ago, I think. So those are available for you to attach with the rings, how they traditionally would have been worn. When we come down to the handle, notice the hardwood handle. We have the little accents in here for the grip. Let's get the other side. Very well put together here. We go to the, I think this is a Brazil nut pommel, right? The shape of it, more of an oval shape. As you can see, the peen on the end of it as well. You have a different look at it, and it's a full grip. You'll notice that there is some room, so if I choke my hand up a little bit, there's about a thumb and a forefinger grip of length here. But the actual handle itself, it's kind of telling you to be more in the middle of it. When we take it out, it's kind of telling you to be more in the middle of it. Traditionally, due to the fact this is a straight blade and what we know about this type of weaponry, this is primarily a thrusting blade. You have the low thrust, the high thrust, and the backhand thrust. But at the same time, if you have a shield and you are in like the left lead, you're going to primarily be on the low thrust and the high thrust. If you open the shield, maybe a slash, but you're primarily on thrusting. That's the tactical advantage of this blade, is being a straight sword, straight double-edged blade. Put your thrust in, pull your thrust all the way back out. So they have that available to you. All right, so blade length, we have about a 31.5-inch blade from the guard all the way to the tip here. The tip is slightly reinforced. So what I mean by that is it kind of tapers out up at the top. It's kind of thick. It's not like how Albion does theirs, where it kind of like balloons out and it's more reinforced. It's just a little bit thicker at the very end of it. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there we go. I'll get a good close-up of it. So the tip is nice and thick on it. Razor sharp. TFW likes to put a very, very sharp edge when you get them, so be very, very careful when you're doing cut testing, or if you're cutting up your watermelon at home with these. Just be very careful because they're sharp. The guard, if you'll see the brass piece right here, this accent was actually traditionally accurate to hold the blade in place as well. So that's definitely really cool. So the scabbard, there's no retention on it. Some of the TFW weapons do not have retention on the scabbards. The Filipino blades have like a snap to the back of them, so then they don't fall over the place. The TFW bastard sword review that we did a couple months ago, you'll see that it also does not have retention. So if you're carrying this, if it's on a sword stand, who cares, right? Because it's not going anywhere. But if you're like bringing this somewhere, either for reenactment or maybe you're having a cut test party over in a backyard somewhere, make sure you're just very mindful in that. I would just carry it at the hip, or just don't turn it upside down. Don't be carrying it like this with their left hand, so it's gonna fall out. Just be careful with it, especially if it's in the trunk of your car. Make sure you've got this secured. Okay, so now we took a look at some specs on the blade. Took a look at, you know, its primary function, everything. Let's go ahead and do some testing on it. Almost perfectly in half. I think I might serve this later. You can see it's got a lot of weight behind it. Got some juice on it. Keeping my blades hydrated in the heat out here. It's about 90 degrees out right now. So this is the TFW Roman Gladius. Alright, so as we can see, this thing did really well. Did some watermelon cutting on it for this hot day. We get a close-up look at the edge here. This is the side that I was hacking with the wood. There's no chips on the edge at all. So what I'd like you guys to do is let me know in the comments below, are you looking at purchasing a TFW weapon? Obviously we know the steel is really good on it. The handles very well. Let me know in the comments below. Do you have any now, or do you want to get some later of the Filipino blades they have? Or maybe the non-Filipino ones, like the Gladius. They make a Bowie knife, kukris, the other long swords as well. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you want to see in the coming future. I'll talk to you soon.